Hey, what's going on, everybody? How are you doing? I know it's been a while since I've been in here, but I am extremely busy. I have no idea why my internet connection looks horrible. But if you look at our house right now, it is actually horrible. But I guess you guys know, but we are actually packing up. We're getting ready to move. Actually, I'm getting ready to head to Charlotte, North Carolina for about maybe 2 to 3 weeks. Then after that, we are getting ready to transition and go to Rwanda. So actually, I'm going to be doing a digital marketing agency there in Rwanda. We're actually going to start it up. I partnered with another guy, and he's real big in e-commerce. If I give his name, you will know who he is, but you guys will be seeing him pretty soon in some of my lives. I hope. Hopefully he doesn't get camera shy. But yeah, so you'll be seeing him there. But I mean, our house is a mess. We're busy moving all of this stuff. I don't know. We're trying to get passports, and I don't know. The passport system is pretty insane. But we've actually well, we pretty much need passports by the time we move out of our house by next week. We have some renters that are getting ready to come in, and we're going to rent out our house. So, therefore, there's two businesses that we pretty much already started. So, I'm doing digital marketing and rental, actually three. And my wife has her business as well as she's a health and eating psychologist, health and eating coach. Mind, body, and eating coach. So you can check her out. You need anything, as far as on the health side, whatever you need. She can give it to you and give it for you as far as customizing a health plan for you, regime, everything like that. But you guys, I have actually, I was talking to a guy earlier today, and it's like, why don't I just share this with my community, with you guys, to actually provide you with some help and some information. I wish I would have known this when I first started out in social media marketing. It makes it so much easier. And actually, I got to give a shout out to actually somebody that I've been following. I actually got this idea from him, and his name is Travis Stevenson, but actually, I think it's probably been about 2 or 3 weeks ago he mentioned this, and I wanted to share it with you guys as far as how you can pretty much find clients effortlessly if you pretty much do this, because I really hadn't seen anybody else talking about this or doing this, and I wanted to show you guys just to give you some value. And I know you guys are actually looking at finding clients, but let me pull up my screen real quick. I don't even know if you can. Let me see if you can see it. Actually, you don't need sound. Um, Let me see if I can pull this down. Actually, let me do that the other way. So hopefully you can see my screen. If not, blow it up, zoom it in. I'm not sure why Be Live won't zoom it in. I don't know how good it looks or not. But if you guys, actually, I have it pulled up right here on Google. So pretty much whatever niche you're in, actually there's more than likely there's going to be a podcast for that niche. So let's say people who are going after dentists. If you're in the dentist niche, I would suggest you go to Google and type in dentist podcast. So as you can see, Google gives you a list of podcasts right here. So it says the 7 best podcasts in dentistry. So pretty much just click on that, and all you have to do is, obviously this pops up. So it says the requested content cannot be loaded. Please try again later. All right, whatever. I don't know what that is. Cookies and yada yada. I don't like clicking OK for cookies, but I'll just leave it the way it is. But look, so whatever niche it is, so whatever niche you're in, just put niche and podcast, search for it in Google. So obviously now I'm looking at dentistries. So right now you have a podcast full of, you have a web page that is designated to the 7 top podcasts in dentistry. So right here, where are the names? It says the Navigating Dental Insurance Podcast. So pretty much more than likely, the only people that are actually going to be looking at dentist podcasts are actually dentists themselves. So therefore, pretty much if you look at this website, and also if you're running Facebook ads, this might be something that you would actually use as a URL or use as some of your targeting when you're running your Facebook ads. You can actually just put in this link here, or even maybe even some of these some of these dentist shows. But right here, this is the Thriving Dentist Show. So actually what I was talking about with Facebook ads, I don't know if you know or not, I'm kind of being vague, I guess, but let me be a little more specific. So when you're going in, if you're running ads to acquire clients, really you should, I don't necessarily want to say you really need to go after one niche, but I mean, if you're in the dentist niche, then you can actually go after, I guess when you're doing your targeting, you can go dentist who I cannot see. I don't know. I can't see comments. I'm in B Live now. I have 3 people watching. Somebody says, let's go. Somebody says, hi. Somebody says, Mike C to G. And I'm pretty sure I know who that is. That's probably Josh Gavin. Then somebody says, value. But I can't see the names of you guys. For some reason, I'm in B Live. I don't have I'm only working off of, I'm working off of 2 monitors. I'm looking at one, which is on B Live on one of my monitors. And the other one actually has this pulled up. But anyway, look. So, oh yeah, I was talking about Facebook. So Facebook targeting. So yeah, if you're using Facebook targeting, I would suggest going after a particular niche. So therefore, when you're going in, you can pretty much target whoever you want to. You can target fan pages, you can target specific websites, you can target interests. But I would actually suggest that you, my daughter's closing the door now. I don't know, maybe I'm disturbing her. She's not disturbing me. But yeah, so if you are going after dentists, the niches of dentistry, or you're going after the niche in dentistry, you can actually, what you can do is you can actually target these websites. Well, actually podcasts, Apple Podcasts, or maybe even some of these shows. Some of these shows might come up in your targeting. If you're going, obviously you guys should know how to set up Facebook ads. If you're in the social media marketing agency world and you have not set up a Facebook ad, then I would suggest you actually take a step back and then actually try to run some ads on your own, because it's really unfair to the business owners that you're going after if you've never ran a Facebook ad before, because you're pretty much spending their money and you have no idea what you can do with their money. So it's kind of, you're really wasting their money. But there's other options as well, as far as using, I guess, outsourcing. So I mean, yeah, if you're a good salesman, or maybe you're not even a good salesman, because pretty much what's going on now is you really just have to be pretty much a good business person, period. Because you got people that'll sell for you on the front end, and then you actually have people that are actually fulfilled on the back end, which if you're interested in any of that, I can hook you up with both of those things right now, as far as a call center on the front end and a fulfillment agency on the back end. But yeah, so if you're setting up your Facebook ads, you can probably even target some of these podcasts and stuff like that. But the specific main reason of me getting on this live right now was actually to tell you guys that if you're looking for whatever niche you're looking for, just go put your niche in podcast, search for it in Google, and there you go. I mean, you got a ton of podcasts. But my next suggestion for you guys would actually be to reach out to these podcasts, like right here. Obviously, the only people listening to these podcasts are dentists. So, I mean, you have a ton of dentists right here. And I don't know if these are actually suggested podcasts are these are just top podcasts in medicine. So if you're going after doctors or dentists, I mean, you can pretty much probably just go after these. But what I would suggest doing is find the contact information for these people, which is somebody. This guy may even be on Facebook. I mean, you can take his name, Google it. And for the sake of time, I'm actually not going to do that. But I mean, you guys know how to take this, put it in the Facebook search engine and search for him. You probably just search his name. But right here, it says the Thriving Dentist. And actually, this page actually might be on Facebook. And they should somewhere have a website, but I'll leave some of this stuff. Some of this stuff you guys can do on your own. But what you can do is you can actually take this website right here, or this this podcast, and you can reach out to this podcast, and you can let them know that you are a social media marketing agency owner and you want to get on their show, and you want to tell, you want to provide value for dentists. Any dentists that actually need leads, you can tell them whatever your agency does, whether you do lead gen, whether you do SEO, whether you can, you can help them pretty much in their ratings, whether you build bots, whatever you do, you can actually go after them and or actually you can approach them and say, let me be on your show. And then even I just thought about this today. I was talking to a guy earlier, and I was kind of suggesting this, and it was like, oh yeah, I mean, I know a good thing that you can do to get on the guy's show, because obviously everybody's not going to let you on their show. You gotta provide some type of value. They gotta really know who you are. And one way that you can get on their show is you can say, well, let me build out one campaign for you for free. And then I can show you what I can do, the results that I can get. And then you can actually, if you give them good results, then obviously I'm pretty sure that they're going to promote you, and they're actually going to put your name out there. So that is one particular way that you guys can get clients. That's a way that I haven't heard a lot of people talking about. And this is very valuable information. This can pretty much get you a client today. And whatever niche you're going after, I mean, you can pretty much, I mean, the sky's the limits with this, because there's podcasts on everything. I mean, if you're in the horse industry, if you're doing horse helping, businesses that actually provide horseback riding, whether you're doing ice skating, I mean, anything, I'm pretty sure that there's podcasts on this. And you saw that it lists the 7 top podcasts, which that was just one article that popped up in Google. So there you go. There's your one, probably, I mean, if you know how to scale it, this could be a $1 million tip for you. Yeah, but I mean, at least it'll put you at 6 figures a month just by doing this. Because I mean, you can reach out to at least 10 of these. I mean, even if you're a horrible salesperson, you can reach out to 10 of these companies and or 10 of these podcasts, and you're gonna sign up at least 2 or 3 of them, or get on their show or something. And that's the thing. Once you get on their show, you have a ton of dentists that are actually looking at you. Because I mean, how many dental patients do you know? How many of your friends actually listen to a dentist podcast? Why would you listen to a dentist podcast? I mean, unless you're, really concerned about your teeth, or maybe if you have a health issue or something like that. But I mean, consistently listening, I mean, obviously, the reason why this exists is because there's people who are consistently listening to these podcasts. That's why there's 7 of them that are top. So I mean, if there wasn't, more of these dental podcasts, and obviously they wouldn't name the top 7, it would just be only 7. So I wanted to actually throw that out there. You guys, let me know your results. I mean, it's kind of invaluable. I mean, if you finding any type of information on this, I mean, if you find any type of value, all I do is ask you to share this with other agency owners, because other agency owners need to hear this as well. So I'm not trying to provide, not trying to provide, keep all the information for myself. The only way that you get is you have to give. So I'm giving to you guys, and just let me know. I mean, the only thing I've asked you pretty much dearly to do is actually come back to me and say, oh yeah, that was a tactic that worked, and I really, I picked up this many amount of clients, because I pretty much gave out that free PDF, and I haven't heard anything from anybody else. I got a PDF with 45 actually untapped niches in the SMMA world, social media marketing world. I mean, there's 45 niches that are untapped. Say hello, say something, somebody just said value. But yeah, drop something. Let me know something. Share this with your friends. I mean, you don't even have to share it yet. I mean, if you're scared to withhold information, whatever, that's you. But I mean, at least I can ask you to, at least the thing that you can do for me is, since I am giving you value, because there's 2 people in here that said there's value in this. If I'm giving you value, let me know. I mean, put it in the comments. Just say this is valuable information. I'm talking about after you use it. I mean, yeah, everybody can say, yeah, this is valuable, but then do nothing with it. That's the situation that a lot of people are saying. But this is really a way that is freeway. You don't have to spend money on traffic. You don't have to go out and get, an app. You don't have to get Sales Navigator and LinkedIn. You don't have to go out and get Meet Leonard. You don't have to spend money on ads. Like I said, no Google ads, no Facebook ads. This is just an easy way. It's just going to take you time to do it. You're going to have to research on the company, say, reach out to the podcast, say, I'm doing this, this, and this. I saw that you were doing this, this, and this, and let me be on your show. If you consistently do this, they may even let you on there without even offering them a free trial. So do this. Let me know your results. I mean, I'm serious. Let me know your results. Let me know what you have done. The only reason why I hadn't did it is because I'm pretty much short on time. I'm doing a lot of other things. So I really haven't pursued it greatly. I want to know how many clients you guys can pick up after this. I mean, you're sitting here cold calling. Why are you continuously cold? I mean, yeah, some people might like cold calling, but I know a lot of people don't like cold calling. Some people say once they start cold calling, they get used to it. But I mean, this is just an easy way to do it. And then, well, I guess even with cold calls, you can do as many as you want to in a day, but you still have a limitation in how many cold calls you can make, because the businesses only stay open for so long, especially if you're going after doctors, lawyers, dentists, and all of that. And then even if they do have, I guess, somebody to answer a phone, an answering service or answering system, they're not going to be able to make the decisions as far as the marketing decision and who they market with. So do this. Let me know your results. And reach back out to me, send me a DM if you're too scared to put it in the comments. If you don't like to put it in the comments, if you are too shy to put it in the comments, just send me a personal message. I won't blast it to everybody with, unless you give me permission to do that. But yeah, just the value on here is just astronomical. Because when I first saw this, it was like, what in the world going on? It's like nobody's talking about this. I mean, I hadn't seen anybody talk about this. So let me know what you're going to do with this information. Let me know how you use this information. Let me know your results from this information. Thank you, and have a good night or morning, wherever you are, because I know some people overseas and everything like that. But yeah, I know you're already in my group. Check it out. Check out my YouTube channel too. We're actually doing some things about Kigali. If you don't know what Kigali is, it's the capital, or where Kigali is. It's the capital of Rwanda, and that's where we will be going. I'll be there probably for about 3 to 6 months. So we'll be coming with some videos for you there. Actually, instead of seeing this backdrop, it's going to be a new backdrop or whatever. I don't know. I call this a backdrop. Really not a backdrop, just a wall and my bookshelf over here to my right. So yeah, check out this video. Let me know how you guys, how many clients you picked up. So have a good one. Take care. So long. For now, I'll see you on the next one.